to hold all the literary characters I've read about in my mind as we see our first draw of the match. Or
we get second. It's our second. Yeah, game 2 was that actually very impressive game where Wesley held that end game, which we thought at the time was going to be super critical. Wesley did go on to lose the next few, but I think that a draw is still not a bad result for Wesley. He has officially stopped the bleeding in the last 2 games. And who knows, maybe he gets a win as white and keeps this thing close.
Okay, CARO KANN, we haven't had a CARO KANN yet. I always like new openings in the SCC. And Wesley responding with an ultra-solid exchange CARO. This has been very, very popular. It's a good way to fight for the advantage. And this structure also occurs, as some people in the chat will know, in the London system. In fact, you can get a direct transposition from the CARO KANN exchange line to the London.
Yeah. And you know how we feel about the London.
We do. Not very positively.
I tried to delete the London from the game of chess in a video we did last week. Unfortunately, it turns out it wasn't a good idea. But all right.
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, there you go. Although today there was something huge on social that there's like a Rosen score, which ranks the possibility for tactics and weird ways to trick your opponent. So shout out to Eric Rosen and his ability to break people's hearts with obnoxious chess. Did I say that right?
I think you said it perfectly, Annie. As you always do. You know what else is perfect?
Right.
That knight on e5, which can't be captured.
It is. That is
forked.
That is a unicorn of a pony. And if you take it, white takes back with the pawn. You get kind of a new square at times for the other knight potentially. At this point, of course, it's not even an option because you would lose a piece. But yeah, that is a beautiful knight.
And black's arteries are kind of clogged here. The way you play here with black is you work around this knight, but it's not pleasant. Now, if you really want to eliminate it, then you need to drop your queen back or your f6 knight back to d7, which we might see, and that directly challenges the knight. I actually would have dropped the queen back to c2 in order to prevent the f6 knight from moving back. But I wonder what Wesley cooks up against knight d7 here. Maybe it's f4? But f4 is always a committal move in such positions because you are weakening the e4 square. But, Danny, with that knight on d2, bishop on d3, and rook on e1, I absolutely think Wesley can get away with f4 if he wants to. Right now, there's no real necessity to play that move.
Yeah. It's a great point. I'm also trying to anticipate what was the idea of a3. I'm trying to imagine opportunities where the queen comes to b4 because if that trade happens, the a file opens up. So maybe Wesley was sort of prophylaxis thinking about that idea down the road. Otherwise, it is a very kind of strange, not very aggressive move.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. sound right, boys.
He does take it. He's going to go H3. He does.
Okay, G5 we're going to see, but Magnus could take the bishop. I would not take the bishop first. I would go G5 straight away.
Yeah.
And I think that considering all of the things that could have happened after Magnus' 18th move G6, this is, it's bad, but it's a manageable kind of bad. And now he's suddenly up on time as well.
I agree. It feels like Wesley stole a slight advantage in a position where he had a clear one. And he still is, I think, in the driver's seat, but it could have been worse for Magnus, for sure. Here comes D4, by the way. Talk about counterplay.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen these games turn around not just 90 degrees, Danny, but 180 degrees. Magnus is definitely thinking about taking over the initiative, and D4 is the perfect moment to do that. Now he's going to go bishop G6, I think, to set up a knight infiltration to D3. His bishop, ironically, is now the safest piece on the board, and it's white's bishop on B5 that's out of the game completely.
Wow. What a twisted turn of events there. Poetic description from Danya. The bishop is self-trapped with this move C4. Very nice move. You're going to put the knight on D3, maybe even right away. Maybe you take back first. But, okay, he does. There's all kinds of problems here for white.
All sorts of problems. Rook E2, black has a draw in his pocket. Magnus could drop back to F4 with his knight and keep repeating moves. He's going to do it at least once, I think, and then decide, do I want to go for the win here with something like H5? I don't think so. I think Magnus should go for the draw and take what he can get here. Half a point is great, but that's why Magnus is sitting at that chair and playing it on me. Just goes for it.
He's like, I appreciate the caution, Danya. I'm going to go for it. Knight E4.
How about going after the B2 pawn, Danny?
Yeah, why can't you just take B2? I think that's a problem. And in
D3,
fact, Magnus
D2.
doesn't. Because this pawn is out of control. It doesn't matter what you win with check. Your bishop isn't playing. It's blocked by your own pawn. The D pawn runs. Dancing Donna, baby girl Donna on D1. Bring on the lady.
D1 can be used also as a transit point for the knight. Knight D1 back to C3. Try that on for size. How about them apples?
How you like them apples, huh?
How do you like them apples? 4 seconds for Wesley. He's losing control of the game again. Knight C3.
Knight C3. And Danya, unfortunately...
Knight E4. Knight D2. Fork.
It's a double fork. Here. I gotta grab the emote before they rematch. I did it. Boom.